Have you ever felt an unbearable heaviness in your legs, as if you were being drawn slowly to the earth, an anchor grounding you against your will? What if this sensation wasn't merely a physical ailment, but a message from the heavens urging you to pause and listen? In a small, misty town, nestled between the towering mountains and the winding river, lived a young woman named Ilara. Her life was understated, marked by serene mornings, harvesting fresh dew-kissed herbs from her garden, and tranquil evenings spent whispering secrets to the stars. Yet recently, a peculiar heaviness had invaded her steps, a formidable weight that clung to her limbs, pulling her earthward. Ilara was not alone. Whispers floated through the town, stories of others plagued by the same burden, each wondering if it bore significance beyond what met the eye. For Ilara, it was as if the universe had woven threads of fate through her very being, and now it called upon her in a language spoken not by the tongue, but through the heart. Why do the chosen ones feel such weight in their legs? Could it be that this heaviness is more than mere coincidence? The words of Seneca reverberated in Ilara's mind. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. As dusk settled over the valley, Ilara found herself wandering the well-worn path to the solitary oak that stood sentinel at the edge of her village, a tree older than memory itself. Leaning against its rugged bark, she closed her eyes and allowed her thoughts to drift upon the wind. The night embraced her, whispering secrets of endurance and patience, gifts bestowed upon those who dared to listen. The weight in her legs seemed to pulse with an unspoken truth as Ilara sat beneath the sprawling branches. Why me? She pondered silently, the question taking root in her mind. And why now? Such were the questions that began the journey to understanding, where doubts intertwined with destiny in a dance as ancient as time. Could the heaviness be a test of faith, a trial to be endured with grace? Or might it signify something even more profound, a calling from deep within the self to grow, to learn, to transform? As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Perhaps this heaviness was a path, cloaked in mystery, urging Ilara towards an unknown but inevitable destiny. As days turned into weeks, Ilara's quest for understanding grew ever more urgent. With each step, she felt the duality of her existence, the weight that anchored her to the earth and the soaring spirit within that yearned to break free. How do you live harmoniously between the two? The town's elders spoke of the chosen ones, individuals marked by unusual sensitivity to the invisible realm. Signs often speak, they would say, but only the humble will hear them. Could it be that she was chosen, not by chance, but by divine design? Was her obedience to this enigmatic heaviness the key to unlocking an unseen purpose? The arrival of a gray, chilly morning found Ilara visiting Anselm, an old sage known for his wisdom and insight. His small home was cluttered with relics of past journeys, books, an unassuming globe, a weathered abacus. "The weight you feel," Anselm explained, his eyes reflecting a lifetime of contemplation, "may be the earth's way of keeping you present, reminding you of your connection to all things. Or it may be a call to introspection." "Introspection?" Ilara echoed, her curiosity piqued yet stymied by uncertainty. "In learning to carry your burdens," Anselm continued, "you uncover the strength within. We cannot always choose our trials, but we can choose how to respond." His words resonated deeply, emulating the core of Stoic philosophy, the mastery over oneself, even when confronted with circumstances beyond control. Inspired and bolstered by Anselm's words, Ilara ventured to embrace her reality with renewed resolve. She looked for wisdom in the challenges, for signs in the solitude. Her once hesitant steps grew steady with purpose as she attuned herself to the rhythms of nature, the rustling leaves, the relentless river, the unyielding motion of time. As she journeyed deeper into understanding, Ilara recognized the manifold blessings amidst adversity. There is an art, she learned, in surrendering to what is, letting go of what cannot be changed, and trusting in the invisible threads of fate that guide each moment. In facing the heaviness, she began to see it not as a burden, but as a signal, a reminder of her own humanity and the shared struggles of those around her. The true weight, she discovered, was not in her legs, but in her heart, contrasting hopes and fears, desires and doubts, a beautiful mosaic of life's intricate balance. Epictetus preached that, Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Ilara realized that in accepting life's unpredictability with equanimity, she gained freedom, the freedom to walk lightly, even amid the heaviest of trials. The sun's golden descent marked another day passing, another lesson in patience, resilience, and grace. With each step, Ilara danced in harmony, flowing with the deeper currents of life, as she carved her path through the moments, resonating with the quiet strength of the sage's wisdom. Indeed, the journey to understanding was neither swift nor without struggle. It required faith and courage to see beyond the physical heaviness to the lessons beautifully wrapped in its folds. And so, in facing her reality with stoic courage, Ilara uncovered a universal truth. The journey is the destination, ever unfolding, ever teaching. As shadows lengthen, let us leave you with a thought to ponder, an invitation to reflect. Are you listening to the messages that life whispers through the burdens you bear? For in your response, you may find the key to not only understanding your own path, but also embracing the profound interconnectedness of all existence. In the depth of night, under an expansive canopy of stars, Ilara now rests, her heart lightened by the understanding that while she walks her path alone, she is never truly alone. Each step resonates with the footsteps of countless others who have walked before her, who also heard the call to listen and understand. The heaviness remains, but